sweet for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. Sex by the fire at night. Silk sheets and diamonds, all white.
Good morning, my loves. Welcome back to another vlog. Hi, if you're new to the channel, my name is Annabelle. Today's vlog, I'm just gonna be showing you guys pretty much what I'm going to be eating in a week. I'm also on a cut right now, so a lot of, especially my breakfast, is very off and on. I usually tend to fast till 2 or 3 in the afternoon, which I know some of you would be like, Annabelle, that's kind of crazy, but honestly, when you first start out fasting, it's pretty easy in my opinion. But the only thing is, when I'm on a cut, I get cranky a lot when I don't eat, so just keep that in mind. I also made a couple of videos back of me basically giving you guys all the tips on how to lose weight, and you guys know I've leaned out quite a bit. So, and for me, I've been doing this for such a long time that personally, I know what works for my body. What I do might not work for you, and just because you see my meals when I'm eating also might not work for you, so just keep that in mind as a disclaimer. And my meals are very simple. Also, sometimes for me, the main difference when I'm bulking and cutting is how much I'm eating and my portion control. Out of my meals, I am not a snacker. I don't eat sweets. I always tell people, when you don't eat food, like certain foods, your body doesn't crave them. So that's me personally. I've just never been a snacker. Even when I'm bulking or cutting, I always just stick to my 1 or 2 meals. I'm very simple, like I said. But also, like I said, just because you're on a cut doesn't mean you have to be eating all salads and just be miserable. You can still enjoy the foods that you want as long as you're in a caloric deficit, and whatever amount of calories that you want to stay under, you will be fine. I'm gonna make breakfast, and then I typically wait about an hour or 2, and then I'm gonna go to the gym. My gym has banned recording, so I'm gonna try to sneak a recording in today, or like a couple of shots. Anyways, let's make breakfast because I'm pretty hungry. That's also another thing for breakfast, the fasting part. For me, if I'm hungry when I wake up, I will eat. If I'm not hungry, I'm not going to force myself to eat. Well, you've lost so much weight, we liked you before. Listen, at the end of the day, you guys are, some people are not going to be happy with what I do, because if there was a time period where when I was bulking and I was super muscular, but that was also a different time in my life. You guys, like, your people evolve, people change, people don't like the things. Me now, where I'm at in my life, I don't care about having the big legs and the big bum anymore. And with summer rolling around, I want a flat, shredded mid-waist. Okay, I feel that is more impressive than just having a big butt. Priority now is to be able to move my body smoother and enjoy and being comfortable in my own skin. Anyways, I'm talking too much. Let's make breakfast and go to the gym. This video is sponsored by BetterMe. I've been using BetterMe since getting back from my trip, and it has been a great addition to my routine, especially trying to get back into routine and get my life together. Whether I'm planning my meals or squeezing in a little home workout before I leave, everything is all in one place and it's super easy to follow. Personally, what I love is that it's all about soft wellness, so there's no pressure, just real progress at your own pace. And it's also helped me feel more connected to my body, because I feel like there was a time period where I felt like I needed to just be this hardcore fitness girly, and I've loved just being at my own pace and doing what I want to do when I want to do it. And then it helps me stay consistent to show up for myself. And that's really all BetterMe is all about. It's a wellness app that just wants you to feel connected to your body, reconnect or build better habits, and embrace soft wellness rooted in self-love. Plus, the app has saved me so much time. There's no guesswork, it's just results. It will help you plan your meals, stay consistent, and track your progress without feeling overwhelmed. I will have the link in the description if you guys are interested. All you have to do is take a 30-second quiz and then you just get started. I do it for the you damn. That's how I know I have lost a lot of weight, because the midsection, this top used to be tight as shit. Used to be tighter than my thong, and now it's loosey goosey in the top. Wow. And I hope anybody watching this too, I hope your stomach shrinks and your booty stays the same or gets bigger. Okay? Oh, I forgot deodorant. I don't like it loose. I wish it was tighter. Damn. Okay, let's go to the gym.
Same way that I be going in and out of Texas, or in and out my sessions, or in and out her best friends, or in and out these courtrooms. My lawyer like objection.
Yeah, whoa. All my bitches Spanish, Boricua. Water on my neck, these diamonds came with coral reefer. She from overseas, I had to buy her a new visa. Met your wife in Vegas, but I hit her in Ibiza. She a supermodel, so she only eat Caesar. Used to date a rapper, but he acted like a diva. Niggas hustling backwards, out here ballin' with the Rhea.
Powder Adderall, I feel like I could lift a tree up.
See too many cameras, so I never lift my ski up. I jump on your song and make you sound like you the feature.
I jump on your song and make a label think they need you. For real.
On that bush, 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 on that bush.
Damn. Maybe I should do a 20. Maybe I should break that 20, do a 10. Maybe I should break that 10, do a 5. Then if it gets live, do a 5 again. If he held his tongue on that live, he'd be alive again. Damn. My uncle's sister knows she raised a real one, ill one. It's been 30 minutes, I don't feel none. Oh shit, wait a minute, think I'm starting to feel some. Where you get this motherfucking pill from? Heard they got some sanctions on my name. Heard they plotting on my name. Heard they banking on my name. I got leader in this bitch and he might spank it on a lane. I'm just in the cut, throwing Franklin's on her frame. I'm a gentleman, I'm generous. I blow $500,000 on you hoes. I'm a feminist. I never put no prices on the beef until we in the shit. I pay $500,000 for his soul. He my nemesis.
On that bush, 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 on that bush.
Now I'm on. It's midnight.
I'm back from the gym. The gym was okay. It got busy. I'm lucky and I'm happy. I just got to sneak in my little workout, but I'm hungry. So let's make dinner. I already rinsed off the veggies. We're gonna make ground beef meatball, like a meatball salad thing. So let's just do it and make food, because that's what this whole vlog is about. It's just me making food. So Very low carb, no carb. I'm gonna finish this, shower, edit, and read. New book. I love Rena Kent, okay? So I'm gonna start that book, but guys, we are going to the cafe to do some work, cafe work. Come with me. Okay guys, finished working already at the gym. My body hurts so much. Even in the cafe shop, when I got my table and I was sitting down, my hamstrings are so tight and sore. It's actually insane. Well, it's not really insane, it's pretty normal, but because I haven't had a good workout in a hot minute. Yesterday's workout was really good and I feel like I didn't even show you guys all the things that I did. So today is gonna be a very chill, I'm gonna do stretches on the app and I'll show you guys the stretches that we're gonna do, and then we're just gonna do hit my 10k steps on the treadmill and call it a day. So yeah, a lot of you also always ask me like, how do I push through when I'm sore or something? You just honestly have to listen to your body. Like today I'm gonna stretch and then I just want to get my cardio in, get my blood flow moving. It'll feel better when I'm done, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, I'm just gonna stretch and just do my little 1-2 on the treadmill and call it a day. So work out with me a little bit today.
I'm willing to look like a fool. In quiet, I pray for you. You know I only love inside. Close my eyes, feel alive. Hang on, there's another one waiting for you. Hang on, there's another one.
It's okay right here. It's okay right.
morning I'm not hungry, and usually I say, oh, if I'm not hungry I'm not going to force myself to eat, but it's leg day, and training on an empty stomach on leg day is not smart, and it's not fun at all, because sometimes I have done it before. Do not recommend. I'm also not in the mood for eggs. I'm not in the mood for anything, and I still want to have like a good amount of protein. I really don't know. Some days honestly is like a picky game of, you know what we're gonna do? Protein pancakes. This is the protein mix that I like to use. Honestly, some days I'm 50-50. I will use this. Honestly, this is the easiest thing. All you have to do is just add water. This is just the easiest. Lazy girl. Pretty easy, and it tastes good. So very easy. We're gonna top it off with some maple syrup and then call it a day. My mouth is watering. You know, it's crazy. I was like, oh, I'm not hungry, and now I'm pretty hungry. I just realized halfway through the thing I was hungry, and I didn't even take a picture of the pancake. I'm over it. My big back self. Okay, it's dinner time. Your girl is hungry. Tonight we're gonna be making jumbo shrimp Alfredo sauce, which is gonna be really good. So I'm excited. We've got all the ingredients here ready to go. Also, I feel like some people may be like, well, Annabelle, Alfredo sauce and all that stuff is not really healthy, blah 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 blah. Listen, for me, when I'm on a cut, I still enjoy the foods that I want to enjoy. Okay, the only difference is that I'm not eating and stuffing my face so much. You know, it's all about portion control and calculating your calories and making sure you're under a specific amount, or whatever amounts that it is that you want. And I'm under my calories, so I can still eat what I want and still hit and be under the calories that but I'm not gonna tell you guys. Let's make dinner because I am starving. I got matcha from Neo Coffee Bar. It's my favorite. Making matcha is cool and everything, but sometimes it's not as good. It's just easier, simpler, buying it majority of the time. So today's gonna be simple. We're just gonna make some eggs, meal, and fruit. Call it a day. Got back from the gym. My legs are so sore. As you can see, I've lost quite a bit of weight. Tonight we're gonna be making salmon and asparagus. I'm so tired and my feet hurt so much. I got kimchi. I like to snack on these sometimes or have them as a side when I have food. Butter garlic, honestly anything. I love cooking with this. It just tastes really, really good. Atlantic salmon. I had to restock our salt, and then I also love roasted garlic Alfredo, this brand specifically, because I've used it. You guys have definitely seen me use this a couple times when I'm cooking. I'm gonna add a little bit of that to the salmon. Before we start, I'm just gonna have a little kimchi. My fiance hates the smell, and he just hates it, honestly. But I love it. Now let's start cooking because I'm starving. Anything to say, okay? Let me eat my food, okay? Okay guys, it is Friday and today I'm not cooking. Too lazy, okay? I just spend my day working, editing, doing a whole bunch of stuff, and my legs are sore and tired. This is a realistic what I eat, or what I ate, sorry, and I'm not going to come online and pretend I'm eating everything clean when that's not true. Sometimes I have weeks that I eat all clean food, and then there are weeks where I tend to order food more than I cook, and that's okay. So personally, when I order food, for me, this is my go-to. I always get fried rice with, you can add beef, pineapple fried rice. You can add beef or chicken. So for the rice, I like to add beef, and then to top it off, I get a pineapple curry, which has chicken in it. It's not like crazy bad food, you know, is rice, curry, and meat. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Rice with some peppers, onions, some pineapple, beef, and chicken. Boom. Dinner. Going for a walk? Hey guys, this is what I always get usually. Summertime is the mango dragon fruit lemonade refresher. And then I get the sausage, cheddar, and egg sandwich. Oh yeah. Very good. Like 450 or 500 calories, so.
That's 900 calories.
That's not 900 calories. We are going to a wedding later in the afternoon. What time is it right now?
1:39. We gotta leave in 2 hours.
This is our first, or my first meal. Wedding is at like 5, so that's what we're gonna eat for dinner. It is Sunday. I fasted till 3:32. We are going to make beef salad bowl tonight. I'm not sure what I'll make tonight. Tonight I'll keep it very light. Right now, let's just make our lunch. Guacamole. This is chipotle sauce. It's 12:16. My fiance went to a concert. You know, I was hungry, okay? And what is this on this? Cheese?
Yeah, you ordered Greek fries. It's
Oh,
cheese.
I didn't know Greek. I thought it was just normal fries. Okay, guys. You know how me, I was saying how, oh, I don't snack, whatever. Which I don't, but also I eat late. But one thing about me, if I'm hungry, I'm going to eat, okay? And it just worked out perfectly because he called me and he was like, oh, I'm at Alexander's. You want something? And I said, yeah, need that. So, I got, or he brought me. Why does it look small? Or is it just me?
Mine looks a tad bit smaller.
Yeah, it looks small.
Maybe
Like,
it's shrinkflation.
okay, so we got a gyro, Greek fries, which I didn't even know was a thing. I thought fries was just fries.
I thought you ordered Greek fries.
I don't like anything soft. That's what we're eating at midnight. Listen, you just have to remember, sometimes a little late night,
This does look much smaller than usual.
That's what I'm saying. It looks hella small. Maybe it's like because it's nighttime or something.
It's proportionately sized to it.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, you guys. You know, one little measly snack, late night meal is not going to completely throw you off your progress. So it's okay. Just eat it, okay? You just have to work the extra calories tomorrow. Yeah. There's a level to the hunger, okay? Like, if I wasn't really hungry, if I could deal with the hunger and just go to sleep, I would. You know, I'm not gonna starve myself. If I'm hungry, I'm hungry. And I'll eat. But if I was just like a little growl, whatever, I'll just go to sleep. But I'm hungry. But I wanted to show you guys because I also want you to see and realize they're being realistic. He also got me an iced tea. He knows I love my iced tea. I didn't even see it. Sit. Give me pa. 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 Good girl. There you go. Good night.